Hi everyone. I have some surprising news to share. I was thinking not to share it because it's personal, but in the end, I've shared all my personal information, and you can see on my channel, which is not, I consider my channel, I consider it more like a cloud for me that public can access. And I just have my story archived and, my rages and all that. But I've noticed, there's videos that I'm trying to make some background. This is a video when me and Steve were on the beach and we went looking for jobs in Bali. We're busy on but we don't need volume. Day, not in a row, but the third day that we've been going placing our CV. Because I'm talking. And yeah, so I'm glad that I also recorded last weekend my breakdown and the breakdown I had this weekend with my situation in America and marriage and everything. I knew that marriage is difficult, and yeah, you learn about people, but I knew that something with Steve is different. But I thought, because he's American and people are different. I have traveled the world, and I will show you my Facebook page. I've lived for people. That's the problem. I didn't live for myself. I've lived to please my friends, people in business, my parents, everybody, and I didn't take care of myself. That's why I got into trouble at my age now, middle age, 38. And that's why I got married. I knew some things were straight. He doesn't communicate much. He hates social interactions. He gets very irritated quickly. I thought that that's just, everybody's different. And since I've lived with a lot of people and countries, religions, societies in my life, I just said, yeah, he's different. But then I noticed it's a little bit more serious than I'm doxing myself. I don't care. I noticed, and you can see 894 friends. Maybe I don't know these 894, but I can tell you 600 I have met, and maybe the other ones just through, you know how it goes. But 600 for sure I know personally through my life. Because I live for people, I travel the world. I don't know how to explain it. I'm a very social person, and I saw that he has issues with this, so I picked up on some things. Then he doesn't talk. Irene, this is actually dedicated to you, this video. Thank you so much for writing to me and to caring for me, and thank you so much. Thank you so much. And so I noticed these things and everything, and he doesn't talk to his mom, and I talk to his mom, and he can't talk, he can't communicate. I know he loves his mom, and I know he loves me, and he's not aggressive, but it's just really, really difficult. And then I saw this, his mom told me, I'm sorry I'm rambling. His mom told me that she thinks he's autistic. And I'm like, I know he's difficult. I don't know about autism. I don't know about these things. I know people have mental issues. I have mental issues as well, for sure. Addiction issues, for sure. And that's the thing. I told him, hey, I'm alcoholic. I tell you my mistakes. Why can't we talk about it? He also has a kratom addiction. That one, whatever. But, mental health is, I should have known this before marriage. I believe that. What am I doing here with this page? What do I want to show you? My Facebook page. What was the point of this? Photos, to show you some photos. And, what was my point? Yeah, saw the mom, and then I started to look on YouTube, autism. I'm stopping with this foodie beauty. I don't have time for this now. I have posted on YouTube. People like Irene know my story. My mom ditched and abandoned me in Bali, let me live 2 years during COVID in my restaurant because I had nowhere to stay with my 2 dogs. I lived in the restaurant. I didn't have how to open it again. Also, I didn't have finance to open it again. Or I would go back to Austria. That would be my option. But there is my ex-boyfriend that I was with many years ago, like 7, 8 years ago. I'm letting him use the apartment that I have, so that's kind of hard for me. And I have, my dad died in the meantime. I have no family in Austria. I will feel alienated anyhow. And the thing is, I was depressed in Vienna, in Bali. I didn't know what to do. really terrible life. You see some videos of me in the restaurant with my dogs and me crying and everything. And then Steve in January said that he wants to come. He was an old friend I met in Bucharest, Romania 15 years ago. And he came and we hit it off. And it was like a 90-day fiancé kind of story. We were planning to get married, but we weren't sure. In the end, I did come to America on a tourist visa and I got married, and I shouldn't have done that, but we hired a lawyer and my papers are getting done. And we've been married about 4 months, and I find out we've been married about 3-4 months. I find out yesterday he admits to me, after I studied the videos and I said, let's talk about it, watch. He said yes, you know, he's aware. He was aware. He's like, but I didn't want to talk about these things. I'm like, well, you have to talk about it. That's the point of being married. We have to talk about it. And me right now, because I've been always around with people, surrounded with people, right now I have no one to talk about. And I don't want to tell my mom. I'm not in a good relationship with my mom, with my friends and the people that I did tell I get married, now to say, oh, look what happened to me. It's nothing bad. Nothing happened to me. But when I found out yesterday, I was like, will I be able to deal with this? Is this going to make sense? And I was like, yeah, I love him, he loves me, and he's willing to talk about it, you know, and that's a big thing. So if he's willing to, and it's more hard for him than for me, I think. So I'm going to start, you know, doing some research, YouTube. Irene's gonna help me, and I'm gonna try to make it work. Because like I said, the other option is or go back to Bali, which I would like because I miss it and I miss my dogs, but what am I gonna do there? And then I'll have to ask my mom for help, and I'll go back to Austria. That would be a solution. I think I would pick that one. But the marriage is not bad. Let's put it like that. It's just now a new challenge that hit me that I didn't expect. And maybe it's good because like this, I won't be paying so much attention to this bullshit foodie beauty and all that. So yeah, I wanted to share this with you. And yeah, I just put these pictures. This is my dad. This is me and my friend. Yeah, whatever. I just wanted to put something in the back. I don't want to show my face, you know. What's the point? To see how ugly I aged? Yeah. I hope I didn't bore anyone. If anyone has advice for me or can understand or wants to actually look at an interesting story and see me in the restaurant that I lost and I shared, and the life I had in Bali and my fights and things with my mom, and see how Steve came, how we met at the airport after 15 years. It's all filmed. How we tried to stay in Bali, how we clicked, how it all, us in the pool together. You can see, you can make your own opinion. Because the thing is, I think I'm pretty smart. And I knew that something is off with him. And I asked him and he said, no. I think I'm pretty smart, but that I only realized this. I'm pretty disappointed in myself. I expected more of my intelligence, as I always put it, that I am. But okay, you know, everybody learns. Nobody's perfect. You know, nobody knows everything. And these are new things in life. You learn with time, you know, aging. When I was young, I knew mental health is issues, but I never thought that so many issues exist and that so many people are affected. Everybody, peace. Thanks for listening. Peace and stay awesome. I know it's hard for me, you know, I'm trying to say it, you know, convincingly, and it's difficult. Blessings, and I care for you, everybody who cares for me. Thanks, Irene. Thanks again. Mainly I'm talking to you here in these videos.